Hello, first responders. It's Johanna with Holiday Planet for our First Responder Cruise 2022 through the Panama Canal. This video will be about your documents packages and some new information about testing and our group reception. So to start out, you should all be receiving your documents packages from me by priority mail. If you don't have them already, they should come by Friday. If you don't see yours, please let me know. I have tracking information. The first thing you'll find when you open this up is a small slip of paper that says, please check all the details thoroughly. And I know life is busy. A lot of times my clients don't even have time to open these things until the night before the trip. But I ask you, please, go ahead and open it up now and go through it now. Hi, Barbara, just to check that everything's correct. Because if anything needs to be adjusted or corrected, it's a lot easier to make those changes now than once we're all traveling. A couple of the things you'll find inside are your wristbands. There should be one per person plus one extra. And these are just for you to wear around the ship and at the group hotel so that people will recognize, oh, hey, you're in our group. And you'll end up chatting and having conversations with people and making friends. There are also a couple of lanyards, which are from Tommy V at Nevada Highway Patrol. Not sure that you will use them for this trip, but that was nice that he got those for us. You'll also find your documents package, which is from me. One thing you'll definitely use on embarkation day is the luggage tags. You'll want to loop these around the handles of your bags prior to leaving your hotel. But the rest of the paperwork in here is mostly informational. This is for you. It's not really what you need to board the ship. What you need to board the ship is your passport, vaccine card, negative test, and your medallion if they've sent you one, okay? That's what you want to take with you to the pier. That's what's going to get you on the ship. Also inside your package, you'll find our trifold of our onboard events. There's only one of these per person, and I'll only have a few extras with me in case you lose it, but I recommend keeping them handy because the crew on board the ship will not have this information. They will not know anything about what our group is doing. So I do encourage you to do your own cruise on your own time. This is not a schedule that you have to keep, but if you would like to meet up with the group, there are some great fun things on here that we'll be doing. Board games and special things like our coin and patch swap. Our group photo is on here, a couple of wine tastings, our farewell party, okay? If there was one thing out of the whole cruise that I would really love it if everybody could make it for, it would be the group photo. Even if you're not gonna buy a copy on board, we'd love it if you could be in the photo so that we could remember cruising with you. You'll also see on here our group reception at the hotel in Fort Lauderdale. That's the first thing listed. And that has been changed to 8 p.m. It's at the Bee Ocean Resort, but it's for everyone. Even if you're not staying at that hotel, please do come. There were a bunch of canceled hotel rooms that I ended up on the hook for, and Bee Ocean kind of met me in the middle. And for half of them, they let me kind of up the ante on our group reception and make that a little bit bigger and better instead of just paying for all these canceled rooms that are sitting empty. So the group reception will now include 2 hours of open bar. Yay! So that should be fun. It will be from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Bee Ocean Resort on Friday, March 11th in the room Lido D, and all of that information is on the trifold here. So I hope to see you all there. 8 p.m. should allow some more time for later flights to arrive, even if people are delayed. Finally, the last thing that's in here is a flyer for our Bermuda cruise in 2023. This is Tommy's milestone birthday cruise, so if you're not already signed up, have a look. We would love for you to join us, or love for you to hang that flyer up at work or anywhere where other first responders might see it. Finally, Princess has come out with new health and safety protocols for our cruise. The first thing of note, although I really would like you to read it all for yourself, so I'm gonna put the link in the comments below and in the email that goes out with this video so that you can read them all for yourselves and really know what's happening on this cruise. But the first thing of note is that masks are no longer required for this cruise. They are recommended, except in certain venues and special events where it will be marked on board the ship that masks are required. Also, we do still need a COVID test taken within 2 days prior to embarkation, so that's either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. And we will also be tested at the pier at no cost because we are on a 15-day voyage. On board the ship, we will also be tested only once. Previously, we would have been tested twice on day 3 and day 7. Now we will only be tested on board once, which currently says day 2 or day 3. Now, the extra flexibility that we've been given in regard to testing has to do with documents of recovery. For those people who have had COVID in the last 90 days, you may not be able to test negative. So they will accept documents of recovery, which is defined as a positive COVID test result from between 90 days prior to sailing and 10 days prior to sailing. So it cannot be any more recent than the last 10 days before embarkation and must not be any older than 90 days prior to embarkation. If you have a positive lab test result from that window, together with a letter from your doctor saying that you've recovered, then you're exempt from all that testing. Even if you tested positive, they would still let you on board with those documents of recovery. You may remember me talking about that as a possibility back in January. I said, look, anybody who gets Omicron, make sure you don't just get a self-test, get a real lab test result. And I was hopeful that they would be accepting that by now, and they are. So if that was you, please look at the requirements for what documents you need to have and what they need to say, and make sure your documents of recovery are in order and you have the correct paperwork that you're bringing with you. I'm putting that link to that information in the comments below and with the email that goes out with this video. And I'm here for you with any final questions. Let me know what's on your mind, and I'll probably have one last video coming out before we all depart, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in Fort Lauderdale at our open bar reception at 8 p.m. next Friday. Thanks so much. Bye.